Well, hunting season is upon us, and if you've got deer in your sights, you may want to be cautious. Experts have identified cases of chronic wasting disease in Mississippi deer populations, with the most recent one being in Pontotoc County earlier this month. Our Quentin Smith speaks with a deer specialist about this fatal disease and has more.
Chronic wasting disease. It's a contagious brain disease found in deer that causes small lesions on the brain of infected animals. The cause is already in the animal's body. They're called prions.
The problem with this disease, it's a misfolded prion that becomes infective and causes the organism to start producing these bad prions. And so when an animal is sick, they shed these bad prions, and then that's how another deer gets it from a sick deer's, from saliva or urine, possibly feces.
Steve Damaris is a deer specialist at Mississippi State and says once an animal is infected, it usually takes a year or two before they start showing signs. Symptoms include excess saliva and progressive weight loss, among others.
That's why it's called chronic. It takes a long time. And one of the main symptoms is the animals stop eating and waste away. And so it's chronic wasting disease.
So far this year, the State Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks has found 2 cases of the disease. Once an animal tests positive for CWD, Damaris says state agencies will then implement a feeding ban to prevent it from spreading.
Deer salivate, and they go to a feeder, and they salivate onto the feed. And then another deer comes in and eats the feed that has their saliva on it. Well, that saliva had misfolded prions in it, which are infectious and can spread the disease to another deer.
State wildlife experts have been studying this disease for more than a decade. They typically collect samples from hunter and roadkill deer, as well as animals who look sick. As of now, there's been no reported cases of humans catching this disease. However, Damaris recommends not eating any of the deer meat until all of the test results have been returned.
Because the testing is done here in Mississippi, it's turned around within 7 to 10 days. So hunters just have to wait and hold off, and then they can check online to see if their animal is in fact negative.
That was our Quentin Smith reporting. There is no cure for chronic wasting disease. The disease is already present among deer in 24 states.